everyone, I'm Pramurta Kusumadani, and today I want to tell you about one of the historical place, but it also is an iconic place in Yogyakarta, and I think some of you already know about this place, or some of you even ever visited there. So today I want to tell you about Keraton Yogyakarta. So the first thing I want to tell you that about the history. So the history records that in the last 16th century there was an Islamic kingdom in the south central part of Java. It called as Mataram Kingdom. Over time, the authority and the sovereignty of Mataram Kingdom weakened due to the intervention of POC. So as a result, an anti-colonial movement arose under the leadership of Prince Mangkubumi, who led the resistance against the VOC. To end the conflict, the Gianti Agreement, also known as Palihan Nagari, was established. The Gianti Agreement, signed on February 13, 1755, the Gianti Agreement talked about that the Mataram Kingdom will be divided into two parts. There are the Surakarta Sunanate, and the other one is the Yogyakarta Sunanate. And then, the Gianti Agreement was followed by a meeting between Pakubuwono III and Hamengkubuwono I in Lebat, Jatisari on February 15, 1755. This meeting discussed about the cultural that the separate kingdoms would adopt, and this discussion, also known as Jatisari Agreement, the topic is including the clothing custom, language, dance, tradition, gamelan, and others. Keraton Yogyakarta was officially built in 1755. The founder of this place was Sultan Hamengkubuwono I, who chose this exact location very carefully, because the location positioned between Mount Merapi in the north and the Indian Ocean in the south. One of the most fascinating things about the Keraton Yogyakarta is the symmetrical and symbolically earth. This palace stands straight line, start from Tugu Yogyakarta, and then Keraton, and then the last one is Panggung Kapia, which is make a straight line known as Garis Imaginaire or imaginary axis. Sultan Yogyakarta is still a fully functioning royal residence until now, because the Sultan still lives with his family inside the palace, but it's inside the private area. And many of people you will meet there, like palace guards, dancers, musicians, the caretakers that known as Abdi Dalam. That is the loyal servant who dedicates their life to preserving Japanese culture and royal tradition. Keraton Yogyakarta is also the center of the most important ceremonies. For the example, we have a biggest event called as Sekatan Festival. It held once a year to celebrate the birthday of Prophet Muhammad. And another example, we have Grebek. It's a parade from the palace to a public. And the last thing I want to say here is about the areas of the Keraton Yogyakarta. There are the gates, Bangsal and Pendopo, and alun-alun. So that's all the thing I want to say about Keraton Yogyakarta. See you!